Hey gang, what's going on? James here, and welcome to Jurassic World. Fan theories. God, that's a much better title. This is where I give you my thoughts and theories to some of my favorite movies, and as always, if you feel that I may have left something out, or you got your own take on it, please feel free to leave a comment below. Now, when I was a kid and I went to the movie theater, I saw a preview for Jurassic Park. I don't even know what the movie I saw was. And I didn't quite understand it. All I knew was I needed to see this movie. And when it finally came out, I was blown away, like everybody else. The first Jurassic Park was a perfect blend. The kids love seeing the dinosaurs, and they love the action. The adults found superb acting with a timeless underlying message. What is man's role in nature? And it really is a question for all ages. Because in today's world of pollution and global warming, our best intentions can lead to catastrophe. So then jump forward a little bit to The Lost World. And The Lost World is a good blend of something for everybody. The kids, once again, get to see dinosaurs and action, and the adults, good acting with another underlying message. Jurassic Park and The Lost World is a beautiful message of what happens when man tries to tamper with nature. Side note, I do have to give props to Steven Spielberg on The Lost World because to me, it is his King Kong. The structure is essentially the same, and the third act is pretty much the same. Now, Jurassic Park 3. Jurassic Park 3 is a straight-lined adventure story, with no underlying messages. Even though I didn't really care for Jurassic Park 3, credit has to be given, because they didn't pretend to be something it's not. So after Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic Park 4 was in developmental hell for years. 14 years later, we were finally given a sequel. Welcome to Jurassic World. Jurassic World was set to be a total overhaul of the Jurassic franchise. A new direction, a new style, a new park, and a new message. What happens when man tries to manipulate nature? Adults, fans, and kids were all ready for this brand new, exciting adventure. But the pendulum swung far away from questions and morals and right into action adventure. One of the themes that's constant throughout the Jurassic Park franchise up to this point is you always have that scene of majesty. There's always some majestic part to Jurassic Park. There are scenes that show you that, hey, it's not all bad. After all, these aren't monsters, they're animals. And you get to see them in their natural environment. And you get little glimpses of what this perfect world would look like. And in Jurassic World, you get none of that. It's all exploit, exploit, exploit. Rides and attractions and dinosaurs eating other dinosaurs. Or dinosaurs eating things. Dinosaurs eating. That's pretty much all the dinosaurs do in this movie is eat. So at the beginning, when you went into the theater wondering what happens when man tries to manipulate nature, you walked out going, we already know what's going to happen. Ian Malcolm said it best. That's how all this starts. And then later there's running and screaming. It was something we realized we've seen all before. Now for the review on the movie itself. Jurassic World was really made for kids. Everybody spouted out these monologues that made no sense. Characters had a back and forth dialogue that made no sense. The dialogue was a mess, and all the exposition that was just blurted out led to nothing. Also, what is InGen's role in this movie? InGen played such an important part in the first two movies, and a little bit in the third. They were hardly seen in this movie at all. Now, in terms of visual effects, Jurassic Park has always had a blend of animatronics and CGI dinosaurs. But there was only one animatronic dinosaur in Jurassic World, and it died. So all the other dinosaurs were CGI. They were so oversaturated with CGI that they didn't know which one to focus on. All the dinosaurs looked fake. If you were to hold up a side-by-side of the T-Rex breaking out of the cage in the first movie and the Indominus Rex, the T-Rex breaking out of the cage looks 10 times better. So when Jurassic World ended, you were just left with a kind of meh feeling. So now here comes Fallen Kingdom. And all the previews we saw of Fallen Kingdom looked like it was going to put Jurassic Park back on the right track. We were still heading in a new direction, but we're going to get the majesty that we lost in the previous movie. And now the moral dilemma of man's involvement with nature was kind of pushed to the side because we've already seen that. This movie was going to focus on the animals themselves. And the question was going to be asked, when these animals need our help, do we step in? And I can tell you right now, no. To me, Fallen Kingdom was disaster. Personally, I felt nothing in this movie worked. Fallen Kingdom could have been great. Don't get me wrong, there are some good things about this movie. Visuals were fantastic. The beginning scene of the submarine in the Mosasaurus Lagoon, that looked great. The T-Rex running through the jungle in the rain trying to catch the helicopter, that looked great. The animatronic T-Rex, it looked great. Everything in this movie looked great. But it was a clear-cut example of all sizzle, no steak. The pacing of this movie was so cringeworthy. It's like all the big surprises happen in the first 20 minutes, and before you know it, you're at a manor and they're auctioning off dinosaurs. You're left there and going, huh? When did we get here? Did the boat pull up to the house? Now, before Fallen Kingdom came out, they said that this movie is going to feature more dinosaurs than any other movie. And at first you were kind of like, cool. But all the dinosaurs in this movie are in cages. The only time you're really seeing dinosaurs run or in the wild is when they're running from a volcano. Next thing you know, they're in cages. And as far as Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World with their oversaturation of dinosaurs, let me put it in perspective for you. In the first Jurassic Park, there's a total of 12 minutes of dinosaurs on the screen. Think about that. And the whole structure of the movie was just weird to me. The trailers made it seem like there was going to be a lot more stuff in it than what there really was. The trailers made you think that the T-Rex was going to play a huge role in it, and it doesn't. T-Rex is in there for a total of maybe 5 minutes, and the trailer really tried to beat it into your head that Owen and Blue were going to have a connection in this. Not just a whistle and you go attack the Indominus. No, that they were actually going to be running through the manor together doing stuff. And there's 2 scenes where they bond. 1 where they're trying to get her off the island, and 2 after everything's gone and there's nobody left at the manor. So the connection between Owen and Blue was never there. There was more of a connection between Zia and Blue than there was Owen and Blue. And the trailer also made it seem that this movie was going to be split right down the middle. The first half is going to be on the island, and the second half is going to be in this manor where there's a monster on the loose. Also, how many times are we going to have a hybrid dinosaur? The idea in the first one was cool, but after the second time, you know how this is going to turn out. But no, instead you're on the island for 5 minutes, you're on a boat for 10, and then other hour and 30 minutes, you're in a mansion. Now I need to talk about the acting. The acting in this movie was really, 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 really bad. Ted Levine, he is a really, really good actor. And he was just walking around acting like he was drunk the whole time. He keeps going on about a bonus. He's hired to get the dinosaurs off the island, and the entire time he's on the phone talking with the bad guys, he keeps going on, I want my bonus. Like, okay, well, you're get it. I want my bonus. Okay, you're gonna get it. Let me get the dinosaurs first. Bonus. James Cromwell is a really, really good actor, but he was so flat in this movie. You were meant to think that James Cromwell was going to be Rich Attenborough in this movie, and he was nowhere close. In the end, you don't really think that they were partners, but rather Hammond was the lead guy, and Benjamin Lockwood was the assistant. And the last thing I will say about this movie, the Jurassic Park theme was in the credits only. You heard snippets of it throughout the whole movie, but you never got the full-on theme until the credits started rolling. And what kind of Jurassic Park movie doesn't have John Williams' score in it? After Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom came out, I was asked the question of what do you think the next movie is going to be about? And in all honesty, I'm not sure where you could go. Whatever idea you may have for a third Jurassic World movie, it's either not a good one or something we've seen before. Just don't know where you can go after this. Dinosaurs are in the world now, and we have to deal with that. I guess the next movie could have a Triceratops crossing sign by a school. I don't know. I think the whole thing with the Jurassic World movies is that they were really rushed to put out there. I think once these people got the rights to Jurassic Park, they just made a movie as fast as they could, rushed it right out, and didn't even know what they had until the reactions started coming in. Jurassic World could have been great. It could have launched Jurassic to a new era, brought in a whole new generation of fans. But ultimately, they just kind of fell short. I think the thing with Jurassic World is there are too many people with their hand on the button. All these people have their ideas of what this movie needs to be about. This is the way I look at the Jurassic World franchise so far. Imagine a small kitchen with 100 chefs in it, all with their own ideas of what the appetizer should be, what the main course should be, and what the dessert should be. So by the time you actually get around eating, you're just kind of left with whatever it was they could crank out of the kitchen. And come to find out, it's not really what you ordered anyways. I think for the next movie, they need to take their time. Jurassic Park has always had a timeline. The movies usually come out 3, sometimes 4 years, and I think they need to wait longer. I would like to see a Jurassic Park movie come out 10 years from now and have it be good, then 10 months and have it suck. So there you go, guys. There's my thoughts and theories to the whole Jurassic World, Jurassic Park franchise. If you have any thoughts, please feel free to comment below, and I will see you guys next time. See ya. Bonus.